It appears that after the recent scandal, Tiffany Haddish lost not only her job and reputation, but her friends and mental health as well. For the actress and comedian, the previous year was marked with a messy scandal involving minor, and apparently, she still experiences the consequences of its backlash. With so many brands and celebrities refusing to deal with Tiffany Haddish nowadays, does it mean that she is banned in Hollywood for good? Let's dig into the details. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live channel. So, Tiffany Haddish is no stranger to controversial stories, and apparently, her gross behavior estranged many fellow celebrities and fans from her. And it seems like the actress herself is tired of such a treatment because last week, she announced that she was going to ban herself on Twitter and avoid any more drama. As it was reported, Tiffany received another huge wave of backlash on social media after allegedly supporting abusing behavior, and fans recalled all her past scandals and inappropriate statements and activities. And knowing how big the power of social media nowadays, Tiffany felt that the talk about her atrocities was going not only among the fans, but among her fellow celebrities as well. And they all made a decision to distance themselves from a troubled star. So the comedian decided to make the first move and announced her big exit. I guess I'm doing my job. People are feeling things and got lots to say. Or is it all artificial intelligence? I don't know, but I wish all of you some joy. I am done with this platform. You will never hear from the real. Tiffany Haddish again. Get ready for the real fakeness. Well, Tiffany's life has truly turned into one big mess recently. She was rapidly losing her money in contracts, and even her friends stopped contacting her and banned her from their life because she had become unruly. Even Tiffany's longtime friend, Jada Pinkett Smith, doesn't want to deal with her anymore, and knowing that Jada loves to be in the center of scandals, it's obvious that Tiffany somehow crossed the line with her actions and statements. Things started to fall apart for Tiffany in September 2022 when the actress was exposed for her creepy videos she had made several years earlier that were featuring underage. A lawsuit accusing Tiffany and her colleague Aries Spears of exploiting and abusing a woman and her brother as minors has been filed, which stained Tiffany's reputation forever. I've already made a video about this scandal, so if you somehow missed the details, go and check because the details of that cringy story are too horrible to repeat them again. Let me just briefly tell you that Tiffany filmed several quite disturbing and disgusting sketches featuring minors. And apparently, that was her idea of having fun. While she got those kids traumatized for years, she felt that a sincere public apology could mend things and she would be back to enjoying her celebrity status. Tiffany addressed her fans via her Instagram, saying there's very little that I can say right now. But clearly, while the sketch was intended to be comedic, it wasn't funny at all, and I deeply regret having to act in it. Instead, she got roasted on social media. And despite all Tiffany's hopes to get back to her usual lifestyle, she suffered from the consequences of that lawsuit and got canceled in show business. And it got even worse for her. Apparently, no one in Hollywood wants to be associated with creepy stories like this, and many famous people seem to distance themselves from the actress. And as if it wasn't enough to contribute to Tiffany's mental and emotional state at the moment, she got slammed even more on many platforms, with fans recalling other scandals where Tiffany let her dark side rule over sanity. One user recalled Tiffany's old video where she was making fun of Rihanna after she got hit by Chris Brown. And the actress again received a huge amount of disapproving comments stating that she was basically laughing at abuse and mocking its victim. Apparently, Tiffany doesn't see any boundaries because such things as making the parody of the Rihanna and Chris Brown situation was something to joke about. No wonder many brands, designers, and studios denied working with Tiffany in the future, considering the fact that Tiffany's current image could negatively impact their own reputation. And it keeps getting worse for her now that she was basically forced to leave Twitter and leave a secluded life with no friends and supporters. I mean, usually after the scandal, celebrities try to keep low profile, but Haddish's loose lips soured many connections and relationships in her life. And I wish these were the only examples of Tiffany slowly losing all fears and crossing all imaginable lines with her behavior. The internet keeps a lot of ugly proofs, and Tiffany is currently under fire for her past actions, which make her friends pretend they don't know her anymore. Like that story when Tiffany was cyberbullying a doctor because the actress was convinced that doctor was spreading some false information. It seems like the industry people begin to wake up and see Tiffany's true nature. Recently, designer Law Roach revealed that he no longer wanted to work with Tiffany because he had ruined a lot of good and stable relationships because of her.
That this, so she don't know how to filter this shit. She don't know how to be slick about it. She's gonna say what it is, you know what I mean?
Law Roach said he would tell Tiffany when brands were lowballing her based on offers they had for his other clients, and he tried to teach her how to demand more in a civilized way, but the actress would directly confront the brands and say Law Roach said, "All lowballing me?" Well, this is quite a low behavior for a celebrity if you ask me, and no wonder people doesn't want to deal with such a person. Some fans don't understand why the industry has been so patient with Tiffany because with so many scandals, it's time to ban her once and for all for her unprofessional and sometimes cringy attitude. As one user wrote, she should be banned aka. Canceled a long time ago after that case came out about that little girl and her brother. And another user added, Tiffany Haddish always had crazy eyes though. Plus her not being professional and putting on a show for people who paid to see her in person made me lose respect for her a long time ago. Well, I don't know if Tiffany was doing it all on purpose to get more hype and attention, or whether she actually has that scandalous gene in her DNA, but apparently she made everything to turn even the most loyal friends and people who cared about her, like Law Roach, away. And while all these things happened in the past, it doesn't seem like she has changed and realized her mistakes. Apparently, her life didn't seem messy enough because hardly we forgot about that recent scandal with kids. Tiffany made the whole world turn against her again. Just last month, Haddish has landed herself back in hot water because she appeared to post a tweet in support of actor Jonathan Majors, who is facing allegations of domestic violence. It seems like the actress cannot spend another day without a controversy because this time, she tweeted a link to a story about the Jonathan Majors case, which included an article where Majors and his lawyer claim that the actor's accuser was unhurt after the alleged abuse. As many people dragged Tiffany through the mud for protecting the offender, some even suggested that the actress has completely lost after the last year's scandal with Child Zay lawsuit, and her cancellation in Hollywood has largely contributed to her current state. And now, after so many scandals in a row, plus many resurfaced footage where, let's say, Tiffany is not seen in her best light, there's no wonder why people are avoiding her, and even her best friend, Jada Smith, is shocked by the amount of mess Tiffany had created. And despite being close in the past, Jada and Will don't feel like being associated with all these cringe-worthy headlines about Tiffany that pop up every now and then. Well, Jada always said that hanging out with Tiffany was great.
Had the best time ever.
But apparently, too much drama is not good for the Smiths, who are also entangled in many public controversies. As more and more celebrities realize, Tiffany may be smart and funny, but she is not a great friend or partner when it comes for the public image and reputation. And no matter how much Jada loves her friend, it seems that Tiffany is looking for any reason to create more drama in her life and get public attention. Knowing how selfish Jada can be sometimes, it feels like her own peace of mind is more important and precious to her than the well-being of her longtime friend. Well, let's see how these two are going to get along on set, because Tiffany and Jada are both going to work on the set of Girls Trip 2, and it may be quite awkward for each of them. While some fans believe that Jada Smith should support Tiffany through all the controversies and hard times, others consider Jada being a hypocrite. Considering how much drama and talk Jada created by her statements and actions, it seems that it's not her place to judge Tiffany. On the other hand, every Jada's mess is rotating around her family and doesn't hurt other people, while Tiffany seems to be involved in many cringe-worthy stories, and that's a good reason to cut her off forever. But Tiffany made the first step and left Twitter, probably to distance herself from another drama and hateful comments. Many people believe that cancellation is not the worst thing that could have happened to Tiffany, but she most certainly needs to learn something from all these stories. As one person wrote, Tiffany ain't gonna learn her lesson until something worse happens to her for all the wrong decisions she has done in her life. And another person commented, she's been in the hot seat ever since that scandal about the video with minors, and also comments said she was disgusting and a pervert. Tiffany been canceled. Looks like Tiffany actually needs some help to get back to her senses, because ever since that scandal with Jane and John does, she constantly goes beyond any limits, and her strange acts turn all her friends and supporters away from her. And what do you reckon? Is Tiffany being banned and canceled by her friends and other celebrities her own fault? Or does she want to quit show business on her own terms and makes everything to make that happen? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, check my other video about celebrities and their recent scandals. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and I promise to be back very soon.